dear students, welcome to my PPT presentation on the topic cyclic groups. Theorem: if G is a finite group and A belongs to G such that order of A is equal to order of G, then prove that G is a cyclic group. Let G be a finite group and A belongs to G. Let H be a cyclic subgroup of G with generator A. By the definition of cyclic group, H is equal to SAND A, that is equal to set of A power n such that n belongs to Z. Here order of H is equal to order of A, since A is a generator of H. According to the given condition, order of A is equal to order of G. It is denoted by equation 2. From 1 and 2, we get order of H is equal to order of A and order of A is equal to order of G. That is, order of H is equal to order of A is equal to order of G. Here, order of H is equal to order of G and H is subset of G means the number of elements in H is equal to number of elements in G and H is subset of G, that gives H is equal to G. Since H is a cyclic group, then G is also a cyclic group with generator A, hence proved. Important theorem: if G is an infinite cyclic group, then prove that G has exactly two generators. Proof: let G be an infinite cyclic group with generator A, then we write G is equal to SAND A, that is equal to set of A power n such that n belongs to Z. Here, order of G is equal to order of A is equal to infinite, since G is an infinite cyclic group and A is generator of G. Let A power m be the generator of G, then we write G is equal to SAND A power m. Since A is an element of G, then there exists an integer P belongs to Z such that A power m whole power P is equal to A. That gives A power MP is equal to A, gives A power MP minus 1 equal to E. That gives order of A is equal to MP minus 1. It is denoted by equation 2. If MP minus 1 equal to R greater than 0, then we write order of A is equal to R. R is a finite number. Order of A is finite. This is observed since order of A is infinite using 1. It is possible only for MP minus 1 equal to 0. That gives MP is equal to 1, gives M is equal to plus or minus 1, P is equal to plus or minus 1. Then we get MP is equal to 1. Since A power M is the generator of G and M is plus or minus 1, therefore A power 1 and A power minus 1 are only two generators of G. That gives every infinite cyclic group has exactly two generators, hence completed. Theorem: if G is a finite group and A is an element in G, then prove that order of A divides order of G. Let G be a finite group and A belongs to G. Let H be a cyclic subgroup of G with generator A. By using the definition of a cyclic group, we write H is equal to SAND A, that is equal to set of A power n such that n belongs to Z. That gives order of H is equal to order of A. Since G is a finite group and H is subset of G, H is also finite. By using Lagrange's theorem for finite groups, we get order of H divides order of G. That gives order of A divides order of G, since order of H is equal to order of A. Hence proved. This is the verification for above theorem. Consider a finite group G is equal to 1 minus 1 I minus I, where I square equal to minus 1. This is the fourth roots of unity. Here order of G is equal to 4 and identity element E is equal to 1, since G is a multiplicative group. We know that A power n is equal to E, that gives order of A is equal to n, where n is a least positive integer. Here 1 whole power 1 is 1, that is equal to E, that gives order of 1 equal to 1. Minus 1 whole square equal to 1, that is E, that gives order of minus 1 equal to 2. I power 4 is equal to I square into I square, minus 1 into minus 1 is 1, that is equal to E, gives order of I is equal to 4. Minus I whole power 4 is equal to I power 4 equal to 1, that is equal to E, gives order of minus 1 minus I equal to 4. Here 1 divides 4, that is order of G is equal to 4. 1 divides 4, 2 divides 4, 4 divides 4. Clearly, order of A divides order of G, where A is equal to 1 minus 1, I minus I. Very important theorem. Every finite group of prime order is cyclic. Let G be a finite group and order of G is equal to P, where P is a prime number and P greater than or equal to 2. That gives G contains more than one element. In these elements, one element must be identity. Let A belongs to G with another element such that A not equal to E. A not equal to E means A is non-identity element. Then we have sand A is equal to set of A power n such that n belongs to Z contains more than one element. We know that sand A is a subgroup of G and sand A is subset of G. Since G is a finite group and sand A is subset of G, then sand A is also finite. By using Lagrange's theorem for finite groups, order of the subgroup divides the order of the group. That gives order of sand A divides order of G. Since order of G is equal to P, that gives order of sand A divides P. P is a prime number. The divisors of P are 1 and P itself only. That gives order of sand A equal to 1 or order of sand A equal to P. Order of sand A equal to 1 means sand A contain only one element. That element must be identity. Since A not equal to E, order of A not equal to 1. So this does not exist. Therefore, order of sand A equal to P. P is equal to order of G. That gives sand A equal to G. That is, G is a cyclic group with generator A, hence completed. Converse of the above theorem. We proved that every group of prime order is cyclic, but converse need not be true. That is, every cyclic group need not have the prime order. I have provided two examples for verification. Example 1. The fourth roots of unity, that is G is equal to 1 minus 1, I minus I, where I square equal to minus 1, forms a cyclic group with respect to multiplication and order of G is equal to 4. Here G is a cyclic group with generator I and also minus I, and order of G is equal to 4 and 4 is not a prime number. Example 2. The cube roots of unity forms a cyclic group with respect to multiplication. Since G is equal to 1 omega omega square, where omega cube is 1, that gives order of G is equal to 3. Here 3 is a prime number. In both examples, G is a cyclic group but having different orders. Hence, I concluded that the order of this cyclic group need not be prime. Very important result, we proved that every group of prime order is cyclic and every cyclic group is abelian. Then we have every group of prime order is an abelian group. Example, consider a multiplicative group G is equal to 1 omega omega square, where omega cube is 1 and order of G equal to 3. Order of G equal to 3 means it is a prime number. That gives G is an abelian group. The converse of the above theorem need not be true. That is, every abelian group need not have prime order. Example, consider a multiplicative group G is 1 minus 1 I minus I, where I square equal to minus 1. Clearly, G is an abelian group with respect to multiplication. Here, order of G equal to 4. 4 is not a prime number. Therefore, an abelian group need not have a prime order.